Hi guys, my name is Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is expansion. It's a planet of expansion and luck. And I've explained this before, but the reason why Jupiter is luck, so something's like this big and you're trying to hit it because Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Sagittarius is the archer. And so the archer is trying to hit this. It's a lot harder than if I expanded it and made it this big, right? So you have more opportunity for advancement if something is bigger. And so where Jupiter is in your natal chart, in your birth chart, which you can get in the links below this video, you have that area expanded. If your Jupiter is in Taurus, or even say the second house, because the second house is ruled by Taurus, you have more opportunities for luck there. And so if you focus your energy where that Jupiter is, you can actually achieve more of the things you want. And now there's a thing that we like to tell our children. You can grow up and do whatever you want, and that's not really true. But if you were to tell your kid, you can grow up and you can do all these Jupiter and Taurus things, you're going to be great at Taurus things, you actually might not be that far off. Because your chart is a snapshot of your life, is basically your perception of reality. If somebody has a lot of squares to their Jupiter or a lot of issues with their Jupiter, it's because they weren't given the necessary skills to get there. Your family will naturally hold you down, and it's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. There are certain reasons why this stuff happens, and it makes it harder for you to attach yourself to your Jupiter. Same thing if there's like an interception, which there's links to intercepted Jupiter below, as well as maybe an isolated Jupiter that has nothing happening to it. And you just feel like the unluckiest person alive. And where your Jupiter is will show you that. Taurus is Earth. It is also harmony. It's ruled by Venus. It likes things the way they are because it likes things to stay nice. And Taurus gets really mad when things are out of whack, they're chaotic, they're whatever. So Taurus tends to control a lot. So Jupiter and Taurus people might tend to control a lot in every situation. It might be really hard for them to delegate because they're just like holding on to what they have. And because Taurus is money and what you value, as well as the second house, someone with Jupiter and Taurus, they might actually not really want to grow in an area as far as money is concerned. Sometimes Jupiter in the second house people are in welfare their whole lives because they're constantly being given money and it's hard for them to break out of that to try to achieve more, so they stay in one area. Now Taurus is lover of beauty and all things nice. That means that you have the ability to get nice things with little work, because Taurus doesn't necessarily like to move its ass and it can be a little bit lazy because it likes things to be harmonious. This is great because now imagine you put a little back into it, right? Move towards your Jupiter. All of a sudden, you are able to create much more. You're able to accumulate a fortune. Jupiter and Taurus people, they need results. And you can get results because you want to have that finished project that you can bask in its glory. So when you do work hard and you appreciate that about yourself, you will achieve those results. And so you have to be able to allow yourself to trust your instincts to get to that finished point. You're able to look at things and be like, oh, this isn't going to work, but I can do this, because you can fixate your brain onto a certain area, like in the manner of a Taurus. This Taurus will get there, slow and steady. And so if you try to move yourself too quickly, if you try to whatever, it's not going to necessarily work for you. Say you're in Aries and your Jupiter's in Taurus. Aries are compulsive, impulsive. Tauruses are more slow and steady. But so if you can create and move at the manner where you're actually not taking in extra work for yourself and you're doing what you want to do, you will get to that point and you will have the luxury that you want at the end of it. Taurus needs stability. And so if you create stability for yourself, you'll be able to grow from that stability, building your house on the rock and not on sand. I think Jupiter and Taurus people will feel really shitty when they start reaching out in too many directions. If you're weaving a bunch of webs, it's really going to hinder your Jupiter and Taurus, which needs to kind of keep its eyes on the prize, complete that, and then move on to another thing. If you're really trying to create so much, you're not going to be able to achieve the actual dreams you want to. Taurus is also really needs to learn balance, because you can kind of head to this hedonism thing. Jupiter and Taurus might actually gain a lot of weight because you were like, ooh, look at that. I'm just going to keep eating because that feels really nice and it fills this void of sadness. But if you knew that you like to take part in these sort of, food, naps, soft things, and balance it out with your also ability to work hard, you will achieve so much more. You will gain so much more. You will gain power, recognition, success, instead of weight and loose muscles and hurt feet. Jupiter and Taurus, and Jupiter in the second house, will attract what they're putting out in a definite harmonious way. If a Jupiter in Taurus creates a good look for themselves, face, makeup, clothes, hair, whatever, you will attract those kind of people in your life. The idea behind going to Taurus, you want to go to Taurus because that's where your Jupiter is. So you want to go to not overindulgence, because that's the bad side. You want to go towards love, harmony, creating things of value and worth. Don't put out crappy things into the universe. Put out good things. If you decide you want to open a business, which you can because Taurus works that way, you're like, I want to open a business and I want to sell t-shirts. If you make them of poor quality, you won't succeed. If you make them of good Taurusy type quality, something soft, beautiful, wonderful, you could succeed in that area. And everything should be thought of in that valuable way. If you attract success, if you get money, you need to use that money in a practical, harmonious way. You need to not spend that crap you need to not spend your money frivolously. Right, Maisie? Yeah. You need to give that out in a good, strong, Taurus way, a smart way, and you will get more in return. The best thing for a Jupiter and Taurus to do is to actually work with your own money. I think some Jupiter and Taurus or Jupiter in the second house are like, I think I can make money. I know how to. So you want to take people and use what they have and bring that out. And I think that it doesn't work for you in that way that you think it's going to work, because you really need to create and work hard on your own. It's not Scorpio deals with other people's money. Jupiter and Taurus, you're going to do the best when you can create from your own gifts and the things that you already know and do, and that can value within yourself. And so you need to be thinking about things you can do with your own abilities, not other people's. What about you? What do you have that you can sell of your own? You sell you. But I think the major thing you need to realize is that if you are unstable, if you don't have money to begin with, it's hard to create that money in the first place. And so what you have to do is learn how to put down roots. It all happens to be something that has to come out of you, created out of you, your own origin, in order for you to be luckier in that area. And that is your Jupiter in Taurus. Thank you.